Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Ryan Fitzgerald all set to get this one started. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Fielded at the 7. He's got a lead up past the 30. And that's out of bounds all the way across the 45. Very nearly to midfield.
47-yard line.
I'll tell you what, as a quarterback, you sure appreciate a run back like that to begin a ball game. It makes your life a lot easier, and they're going to be set up with really good field position to get things going.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Pretty throwing here to start. And his first stop read of the game winds up incomplete.
Intended for
Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up second down.
And 10.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
Yellow. Up.
Back to the air on second. Purdy. Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pick. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. It's going to bring up third down.
Brings up third
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Yellow.
On third down, Purdy. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
McCaffrey.
We talked about it earlier. Brought a losing streak into the building with him. That is not a good start towards breaking that streak as they go 3 and out.
No, you want to bust that narrative, and the best way to do that is to start fast, and, well, once again, they're not.
And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks it inside their own 10. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Down.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he gets them a fraction more breathing room out to the 3-yard line.
A gain of 2.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches will really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Go now. Set.
Shotgun snap down Young. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Diamador. Now, in that spot, Brock, I think his first priority is just getting the throw some kind of way and avoiding the safety, right?
Yeah, no question about it, Kate. And I know it's so easy for us up here in this comfy booth, armchair quarterback, but you can't ever relax when you're reading the coverage just because you're worried about taking the safety. You still got to stand, you got to deliver, and you got to take care of the football.
Brings up second and
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Now it's Purdy. He's got it. It's in close. Here's the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers parlay the interception into points. George Kittle the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Panthers nothing. Eddie Pinheiro set to
Now
kick
Pinheiro
off.
on to handle the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New You've set it downs for him from the 31.
Set. Hut.
To the air on first down. Young. This is cut downfield by Horn. Touchdown, Carolina.
Young's pass.
The
complete
Panthers
to
cut it to
Jimmy
a
Horn
low
Jr.
points on the scoreboard.
Touchdown, Carolina.
So no mistaking that play call,
Ryan
Brock. They send
Fitzgerald
everybody
on
on
the
deep
extra
goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for
The kick
this.
is
But this is
good.
truly a breakdown in the secondary.
That
They're just
ties the
not
game
able
at
to make a
7.
play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Starting from the 5. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought
The
down.
Niners take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
We've set it downs for him from the 31.
Get set. Get set. 18. Watch out. Pop.
We'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Brought
Well,
down
that's just
right
about
at
textbook
the line of
defense and how to
scrimmage.
shut down an
No
RPO.
gain
The
on the
coverage
play.
was tight, the
Brings up
numbers were up,
second and
and then the
10
bodies were there to
at the
stuff that run
31-yard
before it could get
line.
going.
18. 22. Yellow. Pop.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. They'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The game gets this down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 35.
They get 35 out of that
And
play.
the 49ers.
And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
First
I
and
love
10
this,
at
Kate.
the
No issues
34-yard
at all
line.
going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he could transform a short completion into a big play.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. On the counter, McCaffrey. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
Christian McCaffrey
He'll
on the
expect
carry.
more from himself on those type of
Brought
plays,
down
but
at the
there is
30-yard
nobody that's going to
line.
complain about
A
that
gain
one.
of
If you can
4.
do math,
It's now
4
second
plus
and
4
6.
plus 4 equals a first down.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6.
Outside. Yellow. 18. Watch out. Up.
On the gun is Purdy. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Intended
That just
for
goes to
Ricky
show you
Pearsall.
can't take any
Incomplete.
completion for granted, even on
Brings
some
up
of the
third
shortest
down
passes in the
and
game
6
plan.
yards to go.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Get set. Get set. 18. Watch out. Up.
They'll air it out on third. Hill makes the catch. And he's going to be out of bounds right along
Gain
the
of
20.
9 yards.
A 9-yard
And the
gain and good for a
49ers
first down.
First down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's
First
best
and
friend.
10 at the
Tight
20-yard
end that
line.
moves the chains on third down,
Outside.
that's a QB's best friend.
18. 22. Yellow. Up.
From the red zone now. It's inside the 10. Brought in. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers break the tie here in the first.
49ers.
Christian McCaffrey, the
Eddie
touchdown.
Pinheiro lining up for the extra point.
Pinheiro good on the
His
extra
kick
point.
is good.
And the 49ers take the lead here,
Makes the
14-7
score
in the first.
Niners 14, Panthers 7.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. In pretty solid field position
The
starting out
Panthers
here,
take
Brock.
over
He's tackled
first
at the
and
29.
10 at their own 29-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Set. Green. Yellow. 22. Ready. Ready.
Young working from the gun. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's
Intended for
incomplete.
Jimmy Horn Jr.
And this is why scouts
Incomplete.
talk about a player's
It's
closing
second
speed,
down
Kate.
and 10.
You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10.
Come on, set. 50, green. Shot, plastic, stick. Claude Ray.
Out of the gun, Young. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Down. Ready?
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Into the hands of Leggett. He's tackled after a big gain, but he's not going to get to keep the yards or the 1st down that he picked up either. We got a flag down in the neighborhood of holding.
Ready.
The 3rd and 10 was already tough, Brock, but the challenge doubles here. 3rd and 20 now after the holding call.
6, black, 95. Check,
3rd and long for him here. He gets him holding up. They're able to drop him. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
And it's 3.
Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. Christian McCaffrey on the 49ers return. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. Found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Drop play. This is McCaffrey. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
On the throwaway.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Get set, get set.
No throw, 3rd and long. He rolls to his right. Moving right, airs it out down. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. Trayvon Merrick has it. And the Panthers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Set, hut. Set.
From the pistol, it's Young. Vacates quickly left side. He's keeping it. Great play is brought to an end. This one reaches the 35-yard line.
A gain of 15
The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run.
It's another first-half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the 49ers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy out, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Check, check. Yellow.
1st down, Purdy to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
And the 49ers.
Set of downs for him.
First
Starts
down.
at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Purdy on first down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Intended for George Kittle.
Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends.
Second and 10.
Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, and to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. George Kittle, the touchdown! His second scoring catch of the game. Point after from Pinheiro is up and good.
Makes the score.
And the 49ers double their lead to 14.
Panthers 7. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. As this at the 6. Tackles made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. First and 10.
Claw, 10, white, yellow, 22. Black ultra. Ready.
Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. For the sideline, and he's got it again. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
The ball's on 48. Here we go. First down.
Come on.
On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40.
A gain of 12 yards.
They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Panthers first
On
down.
the 40-yard line now. This is first and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Fight. 52 blue.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 21-7 is our score. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive.
Black 40. Hut.
Young to throw it. Cut down the field again. They're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Trouble. 38. Hut.
Working inside the red zone. Finds the in route complete. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yep, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Got it.
Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now first and 20.
Set. Hut. Drill. 33. Yellow. Blue jack. Set. Go.
And going play action. Young. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That was Tataroa McMillan he was looking for. And now they face second and long.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction, but how well that defense had that play covered.
And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and two straight incompletions that made this third down.
Brings up third
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Okay, ready?
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
To the air yet again. Young. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it.
Loss of 4 yards.
It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face fourth down. Panthers calling on Ryan Fitzgerald here to attempt this field goal. On the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. Fitzgerald sends this through. And that'll get him back to 11.
Niners 21.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Return coming from the 6. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this first and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play.
85, George
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. When it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Get set. Get set.
Looking to throw, Purdy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
Drop this down to McCaffrey underneath. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
It's a gain of 14
yards. 14 yards on that one. And that gives the 49ers the first.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas. Angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then. And the running back's still doing it to this day.
First down throw by Purdy. The throw deep to the left side. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Down the sideline inside the 40. And they'll finally get him at the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
On the pickup.
And the
that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Dumps it onto his running back. They shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
Back at the 41-yard line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
To throw again, it's Purdy. Now we'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Get set. Get set. Watch out.
Third along, Purdy. He's going to loft one deep to the left. So the heave knocked away from the intended targets. That brings up fourth down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20.
24-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. 52 blaster. Ready.
This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Panthers first.
First down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offensive confidence.
They're going to run it. This is Trevor Etienne. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These defensive ends today are so good, Kate, with their hands, and it's often right off the jump. If you can win with your hands, if you can create space, you can get a tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Drill 52.
Shotgun snap now to Young. This is Legant working the left side. And he's tackled that to get this to the opposing 46. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Down.
Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More football from Levi Stadium in just a moment.
Ready, break.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Watch out now. 50 series.
From the gun, Etienne gets it. He's going to bring this down to their 35. Pickup of 12 on that play.
12 more yards.
And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
Panthers first down.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
All set to go now from the 35.
Yellow. Here we go. Set.
To the air on first down. Young. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line.
6 yards. It's 2nd down.
Ready?
Young working from the gun. Cut out left. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Xavier Legant.
Get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
Set, hut. 60 red. 60 red. Fight, 60. Cluster, 6. Set, hut. Fight, white. Ready.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Here, set, hut.
Out of the gun, again to Etienne. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Tackle made
Even
at the
5 on that
5-yard
carry,
line.
bringing up 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up
That
2nd
sure looks like a
and
terrific
5.
call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
That's incomplete on 2nd down.
Intended for Jimmy Horn
Fairly safe to
Jr.
say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far.
Brings up
It's
3rd
not met the
and
standard
5.
they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Ready. 10 black.
That one's out and cut on the right side. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense.
Okay, ready?
So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal.
Shot, 17. Hut.
ETN runs in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers make it a one-score game before halftime.
Touchdown, Panthers.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Panthers cut the lead down to 4.
21, Panthers 17. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. $19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it.
Outside. 18, watch out.
Pretty throwing here on 1st. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. J.C. Horn to pick it off. And the Panthers get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Intercepted by the Panthers.
We know in this league, takeaways are a big deal. If you get an interception and chunk yards with it, that is a gold star effort.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
There, black shot. Blues for 45. White. Bang.
Young on the play action. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Couldn't find Jimmy Horn Jr. there.
Brings up
So it'll be second down.
At the 24-yard
Panthers
line.
calling on Ryan Fitzgerald here to attempt this field goal. Made his first one. This is a little over 40.
A 41-yard attempt.
Fitzgerald sends this
The
through.
kick is
And
good.
that cuts the lead back down to
Makes
a
the
lower
score
point.
Niners 21.
I don't think there's any question. This is going to be a
Panthers 20.
close game when it's all said and done because it's awfully tight
Ryan
here at the half.
Fitzgerald
And that
to
field
kick
goal
off for
that gives him a
Carolina.
little more confidence running into the locker room.
Fielded just shy of the end zone. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hut, hut.
On play action, here's Young. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the 49ers have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
The Niners take over 1st
And it
and 10.
doesn't matter
at
who
the
gets that
12-yard
ball to
line.
start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Along the right sideline, there's space. At the 20. And this is going to be a pick 6. He's in.
question they wanted a big play to begin their drive, but there's the monkey's paw. They got the big play, but not the way they wished for it. Instead, well, they got to rally themselves to get right back out there after watching their opponents celebrate in the end zone.
Now Young and the Panthers going for two.
The Panthers will line up for the two-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he reaches the end zone. They'll be up to a 7-point
Makes the
lead.
score Panthers 28, 49ers 21.
All right, partner, it's only one extra point on the scoreboard, but come on. If you're the team who just turned it over, how much worse is it seeing them add on two there instead of just the extra point?
Oh, it stings. I don't think there's any question about it because not only do you not execute offensively, your defense doesn't do it either. So you kind of just smack them both right in the face, and yeah, that one hurts a little bit more.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
After
the pick, Purdy back to the air. Left side, secured by Ayuk. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. New set of downs for him. He'll start at the 38.
Get set, get set.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
That's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet.
A gain of a
If we see a
yard.
bigger play on the
Brings
ground
up
later on,
second and 9.
largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Has him on the quick hitter. Runs around him. He's got space. Space on the right. He's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds with a huge gain here, but wait just a second. That huge gain might not stand. We've got a flag down back near the line of scrimmage. So this is going to be second down and long following the holding flag. From the gun is Purdy. He's reeled in by Juwan Jennings. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
On third down, Purdy. He's got the first down grab and still going. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. A gain of 15 there. And that gives the 49ers the first.
And the 49er first down.
First
and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And they managed to contain him after that 6-yard pickup. Trayvon Merrick there for the stop.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Purdy, a quick throw, complete. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. They strike for 23 yards.
23 yards.
And it'll be first down, San Francisco.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Ayuk on that slant. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. McCaffrey. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Now it's second and goal from the 1.
Get set, get set. Right around, stop. 41.
They'll try to run with Robinson. And he gets in. Touchdown. Trevor Etienne to return this. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Down, 6, Madden.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls.
Ready.
Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
Come on, bro. 50.
They'll give this up the middle to Etienne. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Nick Bosa on
I
the
don't think
stop.
that's the amount that they were looking
gain
for
of a
there,
yard.
Kate. Going to lead to
Brings
some
up
shuffling
2nd
around here in
down
the playbook.
at
Find
the
a more
13-yard
aggressive call
line.
on 2nd.
Back to the line they come. 2nd down.
Let's go. Ready.
They're going play action. Young. Pass brought in by Teteroa McMillan.
Young's
And he'll go
pass.
down after fighting his way
Complete
to the 32.
Teteroa McMillan.
Part of the reason I
It's
leave
a
you
gain of
pregame,
19
Kate, and get down to that
and
field and
brings up
watch these
3rd
guys throw and
down.
catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Ready.
Motion.
60 red. 60 red. Hut.
Etienne on 3rd down. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 4
A gain
there.
of 4 yards.
And that's good for a Panthers 1st.
And the Panthers
I love that
first
call on 3rd down because it just gives
A
you
gain of
options.
4
The best
yards.
3rd down teams are
First
teams
down,
that do just
Carolina.
that. Right, they give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you.
Here we go, set.
You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of it.
Black Ultra. Blaster. 6.
Young on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's
complete
brought
to
down.
number 82.
That
Tommy
is a
Tremble.
textbook 1st down
It's a gain of
completion.
9.
Sets up
Brings
2nd
up
and very
2nd and a
manageable.
yard
It creates
at the
space to
45
take
yard
that
line.
shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
Let's go now. 33. Yellow. Ready.
Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And that short gain is enough for a new set it down.
A
You know
gain
what
of
I like
3
about a
yards.
2nd and short run play,
That's
Kate?
good
Yeah, I
for
like getting the
Panthers.
1st down, but you know what I
First
like even
down.
more? That's going to set up a
First
play
and
action
10 at
pass
the
and a similar down and
47-yard
distance,
line.
and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Red. Yellow. Here we go. 10 black.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Set. Striker. Yellow. 20. Ready.
Off the play fake, it's Young. Buying some time right. It's complete. Sanders has got it out right. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play action works beautifully. And the tight end, the beneficiary.
Ready. Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Etienne. And he heads it to the 42 before they make the stop. Pick up a 5 on that play.
5-yard gain on the
And
play.
that's going to bring up a Carolina
That's
1st down.
another Panthers
Some offenses,
first
well, they
down.
prefer to go run
gain
in that
of
RPO
5.
situation. It's a safer
And
call, a
the
little more
Panthers
conservative.
first
But in this
down.
case, it gets them just as many yards as a short
Down.
completion would have.
46. Mega. Hut.
1st down, Young. That's complete till he gets. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Complete to
That's a
Xavier
pretty similar
Legette.
result to a first down
It's a
run
gain
play.
of 5.
Moves it forward,
Brings up
keeps you
second
on
and
schedule,
5
and makes second
at
and
the
third down a whole
36-yard
lot
line.
easier to manage.
Five still to go here. This is second down.
Set, ready. Red, 38, claws red. Set.
Young throwing here. Connection made to Tremble. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him
A
out
gain of
just short
10
of it.
yards.
They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You know, it sure seems like
It's a
he knew
gain of 10.
exactly where he was going with
First
that
down,
before the snap. That's a
Panthers.
pre-snap decision that led to a
Okay,
post-snap
break.
first down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 60 red. 52 blaster. Ready?
This is ETN. And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24.
The tackle
He
made
gets a
at the
couple on
24-yard
first, and they'll come
line.
up second and
2
8.
yards on the pickup.
Okay,
It's
the
second
2-yard
and
run on
8.
first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8.
Let's go. Smash. Red 50. Green.
Out of the gun, Young. Finds him over the middle. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
19 yards.
I may love watching a great
another
thrower, but I love
Panthers
watching a
first
well-done
down.
route too, Kate. Make that
First
guy think
and
you're trying to
goal
stack
at
him,
the
only to drop your
5-yard
hips,
line.
cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Ready?
Could
Ready.
take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up first and goal.
Hut.
They'll run, ETN. And he's brought down by a collective effort
Clever
there. Only
ETN,
1 yard on the
ball
carry.
He was brought
Listen,
down
everybody
at
in the
the
huddle on
4-yard
the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go
Brings up
backwards. Still in a
second
great
and
spot.
goal.
And can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal.
Set. Hut. Set. Hut.
Young working from the gun. He's got it. Touchdown, Carolina.
Complete to Trevor
The
Etienne.
Panthers take a fourth
Touchdown,
quarter lead.
Carolina.
Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the
Ryan
question
Fitzgerald
becomes,
on for the
can they
extra
hold
point.
on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey,
Rush coming off the edge, and they block it!
they let them break the tie, but blocking that extra point could become pivotal. A huge moment in this game down the stretch. Stays a 6-point game. So if they can find that end zone, and their offense knows it, their kick
Ryan
could give them the lead and
Fitzgerald to
may
kick
even
off
be
for
the deciding
Carolina.
point.
After seeing his point after blocks, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. Okay, well, that one's over the
The
20, the
Niners
landing
take
zone,
over
and
first
almost
and
everything
10
else we got here today.
their
So that
own
football coming out to our
35-yard
35-yard line. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up first and 10.
Ups up. 118. Watch out. Up.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Escapes the pocket. This one's out to Pearsall on the left side. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down.
A
QB
2-yard
runs
loss
can be
brings
some of the
up
most
third
difficult
down
plays
and
for these
12.
defenses. But not for the defense right there. Did their homework. And they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
Ups up. Stop.
Looking to throw. Pass brought in by Jennings. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. They'll pick up a 34 yards on that play. And that gives the 49ers the first. So the complexion of this drive has changed
First and
dramatically
10 at
now.
the
New set of
32-yard
downs
line.
inside the 35.
153.
RPO quickly into the hands of Pearsall. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers come through to tie it in the fourth. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. They have this try now to put them in front late. And he comes through on the kick to give them the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Makes the score Niners 35, Panthers 34. Eddie Pinheiro set
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Returnable from the one. And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone. So the ball going to be placed down at the 35-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. First and 10.
Ready? Hut, hut.
Here's Etienne to begin the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Big man up front
No
said,
gain on
not
the
in
play.
my house. Let me
Second
tell you,
and 10.
hey, once you're in
At
the
the
grasp of
20-yard
one of those
line.
big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Panthers down by only one. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
Set. Fight. Ready? Hut, hut, hut.
And that's incomplete. We've got a flag down, and there was contact, but is this going to go against the offense? So they have the incompletion, but the defense decides they'd rather take the penalty and the yards and play that down again.
Ready.
So now a much tougher task here as they come up on second and 20.
Down. 10 black. Claws red. Ready?
Here he is to throw. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
Intended for
Xavier Legette, the target on that throw. And that's going to leave him with a tough
Bernardo
third and long.
Green on the coverage.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at third and extra long. And that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
Let's go. 52 blue, red, cycle. Spike, white. Set.
Looking to throw it. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down
Intended
coming
for
up.
Xavier Legette.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Ready up.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on fourth down.
Ready. 33, yellow. 6, mega. Steal. Check steal. Hey, go Fury. Ready?
Desperation time here. And he puts it on fourth, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he's going to have a touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this going. That's laundry on the field. And no surprises here. They decline that holding call, and they're going to hang on to that interception. So this would potentially ice the game right here. They're going for two and trying to make it a two-possession game.
The 49ers will line up for the two-point conversion.
21, show it up. Yes.
They look to throw it. And the call to go for it not awarded as the pass falls incomplete.
That keeps the score Niners 41, Panthers 34. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Baker with the return. And this drive will start inside the
Jimmy
25.
Horn Jr. on the return. The Panthers take over first and 10. at their own 23-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 43, 60 red. Green jack. Ready.
Young back to it after the pick. Has him on the quick hitter. It's an excellent look to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for the Panthers first.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
At the 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Has it downfield, working left. And he has it right near midfield here. He's about a yard short. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Well, we have seen the value of a big, physical tight end. Just like that. Those push routes downfield so hard to defend. The great tight ends, the physical tight ends, it's almost as if they're posting up on the low block in basketball, and you can't get around them.
50, green, smash, red. Ready.
Setting up to pass. Forced out to his right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Jimmy Horn Jr., the intended target. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
.35 seconds to go. It's 2nd and 10.
Down. Yep. Ready.
Sticking to the air. It's Young. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Black shot. Come on, set. Claws red. Set.
To throw. Downfield. He's got McMillan. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock. Down inside the opposing 30.
It's a gain of 22
Now we get timeout by the Panthers. It's their first.
That's another.
And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's 1st down.
Ready. 10 black. Hut.
Here's Young again. On target to his back. Rico Dabble. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd.
24-yard
Halfway to
line.
the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
White. Here we go. Black, blue is striker. 6, mega. Hut.
To the air yet again. Young. And it's not over yet. They still here in the final minutes, and now they can tie or even win this game right here. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
They're lining up for 2. This is for the lead and potentially the win.
The Panthers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Again, it's Young. This is good. He gets the 2 points, and with those, they've got the lead.
42. 49ers 41. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Brings in the kick at the 9. This will give him some decent field position here, partner. This gets out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Outside. Right around,
First down throw by Purdy. The downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's second down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
Watch out!
Purdy now on 2nd and 10. It's intercepted. That will do it. And the Panthers make the play that should win them this game.
They'll take over first and
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. Well, everyone's been wondering, Brock, will this be the week? Is this going to be the week that the streak ends? Well, nope, chain another one on as the rest of the league keeps wondering, will these guys ever lose again?
Yeah, they're the team that everyone wants that shot at, right?
Yeah.
A chance to snap the streak, but then no one's been able to truly stand in front of. It's going to take a special type of performance, 60 minutes plus, from a special team to finally hand these guys an L.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Panthers are winners, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara. Well, the Giants began play all the way back in 1925. And almost 100 years later, this venue was built to house their next era. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Up next, a contest that keeps things all in the NFC. Between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And we're off for MetLife. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Ready,
Off the play fake. Here's Milton. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds.
A gain of 19 yards.
19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Go!
They'll run in here with Jaden Blue. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 11.
That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
Set! Ready!
First down, and they go right back to him. He's going to have about 2. It's 2nd down now.
The ball carrier. Chauncey Golston on the stop.
These guys have gotten off to a hot start, Brock, in spite of these injuries that have occurred along the way.
You know what, Kate? If you and I traveled to every training camp, I think we'd hear the same thing. Next man up. Next man up. These teams know it. The players know it. You hear the talk, but then you got to walk it, and this team is. I know it's early, but this is looking like a group who could be built for a playoff run as long as this list doesn't grow too much longer.
60 by
Now motion him out of the backfield. Shotgun snap here to Milton. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Intended for Jalen Waddle.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Let's go! 70 Lions! 18 Pioneer! Ready?
To the air on 3rd and long. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Deputy! Cowboy 80! Let go!
Shotgun snap. He'll give to Blue. His progress is stopped. A nice 5-yard gain before it was.
He was brought down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4.
Go! Viking 18! Cougar 19!
Third down run with Blue. That 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3.
Here we go, here we go! Panther 60, Buffalo 18!
Out of the gun, it's Milton. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Aubrey puts it through.
His kick is
and they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
All in all, Kate, we call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Tyrone Tracy now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this first and 10. Go play action. Here's Dart. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game.
Intended for Wandale
No luck
Robinson.
finding his receiver that time. So second down coming up.
On the play by
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. And he's not going to escape this. The Cowboys take him down. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
A loss of 6
Pretty clear
yards.
here by these two play
Brings
calls.
up
The
third
offense, they
and
wanted to
16.
attack this secondary in the passing game. But this defense, well, they more than respond. It's got them in great shape to make a stand right here on third down and finish off a brisk 3-and-out to begin the game.
Ready.
Got to figure out this third down here.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. My man, my man, my man. Hut, hut.
Third and long for him here. Completed over the middle. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. So
It's a
third and
gain of
16,
16
no
yards.
problem for him as they get the
And the
first.
Giants
You know, they call
first
that the
down.
money down for a reason, because
First
you're just
and 10
simply
at
not
the
going to last long in
37-yard
the
line.
NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
His charge towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Ball carrier.
Got to be rush
Isaiah
hour, Kate,
Simmons
because there's a
on the
whole
tackle.
lot of traffic up the middle
It's a
right
pickup
there.
of 3.
He ran right
Brings
into
up
some
second
gridlock,
and
and he could
7
only manage a
at
few
the
yards at
40-yard
most.
line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7.
70 Timberwolf.
From the gun, here's Dart. Connection made with his running back. This is Cam Scatteroo. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think
And
that's
the
about the X's and the O's. That's a
first down.
well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first
and 10
down.
at the 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Scatteroo here on the top. He's going to lose a yard here. Defense there to force him out behind the line.
He's forced out
Ooh,
of
talk
bounds
about a
behind
bad
the
look
line
there,
of scrimmage.
Brocco. And jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. They break the huddle. It's second down now.
Check, 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 check. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Check go.
To throw. Here's Dart. Catch made. Tyrone Tracy. Open space inside the 40. And he gets this one down to the 27. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
A gain of 26
Gotta
yards.
be a pretty good actor. Gotta
That's
be
another
pretty good at
Giants
selling to that
first
defense.
down.
That's a drop back pass.
First
When
and
you get a
10 at
big
the
play on the screen like
27-yard
that,
line.
boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Go.
On first down, this is Scatteroo. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's good for a New York first down.
Giants first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Ready. Hut.
Right back to Scatteroo. And he only manages one.
Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Darts out of the shotgun. Complete left side to Robinson. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Robinson. A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
One quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Giants.
79 Broncos.
Third down now. Here's Starks. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Theo Johnson.
His first target doesn't lead to his first catch.
Sets up
And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Graham Gano
Graham Gano and the Giants field goal unit out.
A 28-yard
High percentage look
attempt.
for him here from the left hash. The kick by Gano is
The
good.
kick is good.
We're all tied up now in the first
That
half.
ties the game at
What a season this guy's
3-3.
having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. He fields it from the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Nice. Come on.
Who gets the handoff? Nice cut back to the right sideline. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take the lead on the first play of the drive.
Cowboys.
Kate, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen, and they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive.
The kicker on
just a
for
whole
the point
bunch of
after.
celebration.
Extra point from
His
Aubrey
kick
is up and good. And the Cowboys
Makes the
break
score
that tie and now
Cowboys
lead
10,
by 7.
Giants 3. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down
The
inside
Giants
the
take
20
over
on an
1st and
uneventful
10
effort.
at their own 19-yard line.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Running with Scatterboo. He stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to
10
set the
yards
table.
on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches.
70 ring, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now Dart. Has him on the quick hitter. And here's short gain, gets them in instead of down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot. Give your quarterback a chance.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19, 18, Pioneer.
Play action with Dart. Bails out of the pocket quick. Has a man downfield. This is Robinson. He will go. Touchdown, New York. The Giants can tie it up in the 2nd half to end the lead.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run. Because with his speed, that route is a winner, chicken dinner.
Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the upright.
Is good.
And the Giants tie things 10-10.
The game at 10. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. Massive hit, the ball's out. And the fumble recovery is made.
Recovered by the
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Awareness. So critical in so many phases of the game. And in this phase, in the special teams phase, it's not just hitting blocks and clearing a lane, but in this case, recognizing the fumble and most importantly, keeping that possession.
Here we go, set. Cowboy 80.
They're on the toss to Blue. And he is persuaded to go to bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. That's good for a Dallas first down.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First
Ready?
down, Dallas.
Back to throw. Here's Milton. Short pass brought in.
Milton's pass.
He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down.
At the 40-yard line.
It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Back. 70 line. Ready.
Up the middle, Blue. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
40-yard line.
Sometimes it just feel like in the background of every whole home run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Third and just 2 to go.
Hey. Cougar 19. Cougar 19.
Again, it's Blue. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done. He's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
60 Bobcats. 6 down. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Now Milton to throw. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Ready, right?
Milton. Big man showing up the yards. Running in the red zone. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a reached a benchmark he's long
The
had his
kicker
eye
on
on.
for the
30
extra point.
touchdowns in one season. And he's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. Aubrey
The kick
good on
is
the point
good.
after. And the
Next to
Cowboys
score,
break that tie
Cowboys
and now lead by
17.
7.
Giants 10. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready up.
New York to the line. First and 10.
Go.
This is Scannaboo, left side. He's out in the clear. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. So
It's a
20
gain of
yards on that
20.
play. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
First down.
On the jump.
Only took them one play,
First
Brock,
and
and they have
10 at the
already made it to the 40-yard
40-yard line.
line.
Ready. Set, go.
Going to the ground again on first. And they're full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam
He's
pretty
tackled
quickly.
at the
No gain on that
40-yard
one.
line.
I think one thing you learn, Kate,
Brings
when
up
you
second
transition
and
from
9.
college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Okay. Break.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Ready. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. The left side finds Johnson. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made it to 45.
When you
That's a
see
gain
play
of
action,
6.
do all you can to
Brings
get your
up
eyes to
third
the tight
and
end,
3.
because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage, he gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Set. Hut.
Finding Johnson once more. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
13
Clock
yards
is ticked
on the
down.
play.
We've reached our 2-minute warning.
And the Giants
Stick around. More from
first
MetLife
down.
Stadium on the other side.
First
Okay,
and 10
ready?
at
First
the
down from the
41-yard
41.
line.
Go. Street. Street. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready. Ready.
Scannaboo now from the gun. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first
back
down.
at the 43-yard line.
Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Offense to the line. Second down.
Let's go. 60 Vices. Ready.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. That one's brought in by Fedoni. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being
Complete
stopped.
to Thomas Fedoni.
I can't tell you how nice it is to
gain
have
of
a
11.
big, trustworthy
It's now
tight end in the
third
passing
and
game.
2.
Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
On the set.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive.
Let's go now. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Hut, hut.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. It's on target to Johnson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 4 yards.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted. He got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the
First
snap.
and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Ready. Set.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Set up. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
To throw, here starts. Caught, nice game left side. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Giants first down.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down to first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
Set! Cougar 19! Let's go!
On the handoff, here's Scannaboo. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. Timeout called, and that's going to be the second for New York.
Taken down back at the 18-yard line.
And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
And he hauls it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants have the chance to tie before halftime. Malik Neighbors with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Cano's point after is good. And the Giants make it 17 all.
That ties the game at 17. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Turpin with a return. And he gets crushed by a big hit. Oh, man. Right at the 25 to end it.
Line.
19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it.
Get up. Ready.
Here's Milton, 1st and 10. Downfield, this finds Waddle. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
The Cowboys signaling for their first timeout.
For a Cowboys.
They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play.
7 Pirates, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Off the play fake. Here's Milton. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too.
23 yards.
They get 23 on that one. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
That's pretty impressive, Kate. I mean, to have the awareness, the body control to not just secure the ball, but to keep both feet down on the sideline.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Come on, set. Viking 18, Viking 18, Buffalo 18. Hut.
Play fake, it's Milton. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
48-yard attempt.
There's 2 seconds left in the half as we get a timeout. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. He was money on his first field goal, Brock. His second coming a little inside of 50 yards. Aubrey puts it through.
The kick
and they've taken back the lead.
Makes the score Cowboys 20.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the
17.
NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. Oh, he gets popped at the end of that one. What a painful end to what was a really solid run back.
31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Hurt! Panther 60! Panther 60! Hut!
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Rondale Robinson, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set! Buffalo, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal! Come 19! Come 19!
With the gun this time, here's Dart. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. And they're going to drop him to end the return, but this turnover isn't going to stand. We've got flags at the spot right where he picked it off.
Hold the ready!
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Ready!
They'll run here following the penalty. And they go the wrong way on this first down. He's sent out a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
He's taken out of bounds
And
behind
it's
the
not
line
just
of
some
scrimmage.
quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12.
Ready, ready! 60 Bison, 60 Bison! Let's go!
Here's Dart now. Setting up the running back screen. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's
The
one of
tackle
those
made back at the
situations as a
39-yard
quarterback
line.
that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Cowboys crowding the passing lanes. They're into the dime for 3rd down.
Ready, ready!
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Man downfield. This is Neighbors. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
So 3rd and 16, no
And
problem
the
for him as they
Giants
get the first.
down.
And that right there is about the best you can
1st
hope
and
for
10 at
against
the
double coverage.
43-yard
Good chunky
line.
yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know,
He's
these are
tackled
some
at
of the
the
little hidden
40-yard line.
plays in a game.
4
Right? Doesn't
yards
look
on the
like a whole
pickup.
lot on the stat sheet,
2nd
but
and
A,
6.
it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger! Check go!
From the gun, here's Dart. Pulled in by his back, Scattergood. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. They come through with a nice
A
gain
gain
there.
of
Gain
10
of 10,
yards.
first down.
That's just
And the
great
Giants
instinct. Go air it out on
first
2nd down rather than just play conservative and
10
run it.
at the
They hit a weak
29-yard
point of the
line.
coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Let's go! Hut!
Quick one to the outside by Dart. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first
13
down.
more yards.
I really like the
That's
timing of
another
that screen call to the
Giants
perimeter.
first
Get the ball
down.
in space to operate.
1st and 10
It turns
at the
into a nice game.
16-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Driving forward with Scattergood. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Kenny Clark in on the stop. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Cowboys' 13-yard line.
Got it! Ready?
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Set! Hawk 70! Hawk 70! Get up!
Dart Out of the shotgun. They sure came as though to make that play, but it hits the deck. It's going to be third down.
Incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was
Brings
hearing
up third
footsteps
down
or he
and
just had a
7.
surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
All right, they need 7 here on third down on what is the 9th play of this drive.
Let's go. 60 Bobcats. 60 70 Lions.
To the air on third and long. Flush into the pocket. Pressure coming, and they take him down.
By Sam
And the
Williams.
defense comes through.
An
That's going to back
8-yard
them up and
loss.
bring up fourth
Brings
down.
up fourth down.
Graham Gano and the Giants field goal unit
Graham
out.
Gano on for
This is
the
going to be a
field goal.
38-yarder from the right
A
hash.
38-yard attempt.
The kick by Gano is
The
good.
kick
And
is
that will
good.
tie things up in the third.
That ties the game.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time that he's knocked it right
Graham
through. Trust is
Gano to
earned in
kick
a
off
number
for
of
New
different
York.
ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Turpin with a return. Oh, and he eats a hit to bring it into that right near the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes first and 10.
Here we go. Shot. Like it.
They start the drive with blue. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40.
13
Give him
yards
13
on
on that play.
the
And that's good for a Dallas
Cowboys
first down.
First down.
A run like that, Kate, it just
A gain
gives
of 13
everybody
yards.
a little bit more bounce
And the
offensively
Cowboys
because you also
first
know
down.
it can set the table for more.
Let's go. 79 Bronx, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
Out of the gun, it's Milton. Makes the grab in bounds left side.
C.D.
He's taken down as he takes this to the 38.
A gain of 24
It's a
yards.
24-yard gash, and it
That's
gives them the
another
first down.
Cowboys first down.
That is what elite
First and
offenses
10
are all
at the
about. Why worry
38-yard
about 3
line.
downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Get it. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Ready?
Shotgun snap here to Milton. He's still going to the 30. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25.
That's
12
another
yards on that play, and a good
Cowboys
call, and that's in the first.
down.
As a quarterback,
gain of
when you
12.
throw that curl route, you know
First
it's a tight
down,
window, Kate.
Cowboys.
But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
They'll come up on first and 10.
Come, 19. Come on. Set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Check, man. Go.
They'll run this with blue. So call it a half dozen on that run block. It's second
Blue, the
down.
ball carrier.
I'm not kidding you,
Taken
Kate.
down
A
at
run
the
of that
19-yard
length at the
line.
NFL level,
It's a
honestly,
pickup of
is the
6.
equivalent of a run of
Brings up
15
second
plus at
and
the high school
4.
level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's second and 4.
Ready? 18 Rattler, 8 Panther 11, Panther 11.
Trying to throw this from the gun. That's low and bounces short of his man.
Pass intended for
Trying to
Jake
find his tight
Ferguson.
end. And now they
Incomplete.
need to get 4 on
Javon
third down.
Holland there on the
That
coverage.
play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third
18
down.
Pioneer. 70 Mustang, 19 type, 19 Lion. Ready?
To throw, Milton. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete.
Intended
Fourth
for
down
Jalen
coming up.
Waddle. Incomplete.
This defense,
It's
they had a plan.
fourth
And they've done
down.
an excellent excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
So fourth down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. It's a 36-yard look for it.
Attempt.
Aubrey puts it through,
The kick
and they've
is
taken
good.
back the lead.
Makes the score.
He connects now for a
23,
third time, and that's the biggest of the 3 field goals he's made in this contest. Gives him the lead.
Brandon
Now
Aubrey
you turn
to
the
kick
keys
off
over to
for
your
the
defense to
Cowboys.
try and protect it.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30.
The
And they'll
Giants
start
take
this
over
drive in
first
good
and 10
position, a little
at
shy
their
of the
own
40.
38-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up first and 10.
Ready? Check go.
They give right side. It's Scatterboard. And he goes out. Just needs one more step there to reach midfield.
Well, that run
yards
may
on the
not
pickup.
move the chains,
It's
Kate.
second
That's
and
such a
inches
confidence builder.
at their
Sets the tone for more
48-yard
play
line.
action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down.
Panther 60. Panther 60. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. Has him on a quick hit. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
A gain of 3
Manages
yards.
a gain of 3 there.
And
it's good for a New York first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Scatterboot. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Scatterboot, the ball carrier.
Give him a few yards
He
on
was
that
tackled
run.
at the
It's second and 7.
46-yard line. It's
So
a
nothing
pickup
but a
of
pair of
3.
field goals added to the
Brings up
board as we
second and
arrive at the
7.
end of our third quarter. It's Giants football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the fourth. After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7.
Rig alert. Rig alert. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Let's go.
Now Darts. Screen here for Scatterboot. By a man, he's in the clear. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
With that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first one it did. So long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
All set to go now from the 35.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Cougar 19. Buffalo 18.
Draw now. This is Tracy. And they were waiting for him on that draw, weren't they? They get him behind the line. That's going to bring up second down.
Kenny Clark in on the
Their
stop.
dominance against his ground
A
game
loss of a
rolls
yard.
on, Brock. Add
Brings up
another
second and
stop to what's
11
going to be
at
some
the
real nice film for them to watch.
36-yard
How many
line.
times you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Ready. 79 Broncos. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Hut, hut.
Darts back to throw. Defenders there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this third down.
Incomplete.
You know, it's one thing to tell a
Brings
quarterback
up
not to
third down
telegraph
and
a pass.
11.
It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Here we go. Warriors 70. 70 Lions. 18 Pioneer. Ready.
Throw here, third down. Throw came out long as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two in third downs vertical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
This one of the biggest moments of the game for Graham Gano.
The Giants field goal.
He's got to drive this one 53 yards down the middle. Got all of it, and this is good. And in the fourth quarter, that's going to tie the game.
Ties the game at 23.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Turpin with a return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Go! Cowboy 80. Panther 60. Cup 19. Cup 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Milton back to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Intended for his
Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready? 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Cowboy 80. Trap 60, trap 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Let's go.
Now Milton to throw. And downfield working the left. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line.
That's good.
He picks up 28 on the play. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
Ready?
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Ready? Warrior 70, Bronco 80. Mustang 19. Ready?
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. To the left and reeled in by Ferguson. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field.
Complete to Jake Ferguson.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd and that playbook. Wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Let's go. Viking 18.
They are throwing it again. Makes the connection. This is Jaden Blue. They get there to take him down right around the 41.
A gain of
It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
First down.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
So 1st down from the 41.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Cougar 19, 19 tight, 19 tight. 79 Broncos.
The Giants using their 1st timeout. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Ready up.
So 1st down from the 41.
Panther 11. Ready. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready, ready.
Throwing now, Milton. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 28.
13 yards.
That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards.
That's another.
And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
First down.
I love love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for,
ready?
and you go out and execute.
Offense is set. First and 10.
Come on, set. Gravity line.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Intended for Jake Ferguson.
This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
It connects down the
It's a gain
sideline.
of 22 yards.
And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
Cowboys.
That's a pro's throw right there. That is one
First
heck of
and
an
goal
experienced
at
catch.
the
He
6-yard
made
line.
sure to secure the ball, but he also knew exactly where the sideline was to get both feet down.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up first and goal. Gun snap will give to Blue. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
A loss of
The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
He brings it in. And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a fourth-quarter lead. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. Great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not liking what it looked like ahead of him there, Brock. So he's going to take a knee, and this is going to come out to the 35-yard line.
On the set.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up first and 10.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger, 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Incomplete. Coverage on the play by Trayvon Diggs.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Back to throw. Here's Dart. Short pass brought in. Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical.
A loss of 1.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
Ready.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Hey. Bronco 80. Set go.
He'll throw it. Setting up the running back screen. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it 4th down.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance.
Come on. Set. Panther 60, Panther 18, run, 18, run. Mustang 19. Ready.
Desperation time here. try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Ooh, running to the right. And this is going to be just what this defense wanted. Great play to back these guys up, shift the momentum a little here in the fourth. Now, just before the 2-minute warning can hit, Brock, whistles and a timeout taken by this defense.
At the 31-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Ready! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Lions!
Watch the twist! Watch the twist!
Waddle now in motion right.
Ready?
Off the play fake. Here's Milton. Rolling out to his left. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to be set up, Brock, with first and goal on the other side of the 2-minute warning.
Let's go!
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down.
Go!
Line up the design keeper.
Let's go now!
Back into that favorite formation they go,
18
Brock,
Cardinal,
forcing
18
those guys
Cardinal.
to burn a timeout.
Ready?
He's keeping it, trying to get it forward. Likely going to see him take a knee here. Force him to burn a timeout, conserve a little of that clock.
Ready?
It's a designed run for him. So a big kick coming up for Brandon Aubrey. Pretty automatic look for him from the left.
23-yard attempt.
So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And I know it's different for every sport, Brock. So is this the point where we'd say this winning streak is official? Might have something to it. 3 wins in a row now after this latest triumph.
Well, you get to this point, and what happens is you get to that building the next day, and everybody feels good. Secretary feels good. Chef feels good. Kitchen feels good. Everybody's feeling good of stacking these kind of wins in a row.
So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from New York.